Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at GrowFold, and today we'll be big box store plant shopping at the Home Depot off of White Rock Lake, Garland, Texas. As always, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video, and at the end of the video also the hype button, because it definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And if you get a chance, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram page at GrowFold if you have any questions about the plants or just want to get in touch with me directly. And if you like even more exclusive content and more perks, join my YouTube membership tier. It is literally the price of a cup of coffee, only $2.99, and you will get even more exclusive plant content and lifestyle vlogs. But as you can see right here, it is a beautiful afternoon when I went big box store plant shopping all the way down in Dallas, Texas. It's technically in Garland. I was actually visiting one of my favorite local plant nurseries, Peta's Planters, but I couldn't help but jump in and do a big box store plant shopping video. So we're going to see if this Home Depot actually has any new releases, any exciting finds, anything of that nature. I know in my previous big box store plant shopping video at Target, it is currently Target Circle Week. So if you shop at Target, huge sales going on right now, and there was that rare Monstera mint that was found at Target. So we're going to see if Home Depot has anything. You can see they are in full-fledged effect in terms of Christmas. We've already got Christmas trees on, and it's only the first week of October. So let's just see what we can find here. But before we get into the big box or plant shopping today, I'm going to be talking about an exciting new project I've been working alongside with my friend Harry of Miami Plants. He works for Art Garden Flowers. We are publishing a book called Indonesia's Living Jewel, Aglaonema. So this is one of the first English books that features Aglaonema hybrids from Indonesia. I am super excited to be part of this project. Congratulations to Harry and also the Art Garden Flowers team. This is a beautiful book that features so many Indonesian hybrids, and if you've been following my channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. My name is Richie. Welcome to the channel. You already know that I am on the campaign to hashtag popularize Aglaonema, and this is part of the campaign by releasing an Indonesian hybrid Aglaonema hardcover book. You can see that there are plant care tips, the history of Aglaonema, and so many beautiful Aglaonema hybrids that most people will have never seen. This is going to hopefully get more people excited about the beauty of Aglaonema. You can see that this is just a couple of the photos of the book. There is also a feature of me and my grandmother, my Lola Belen. You can actually see a face reveal there because I am not wearing my mask, and you already know that this is usually a faceless YouTube. But if you buy this hardcover book or this book out, which will be released at PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas, definitely consider getting it. It definitely is a beautiful book, and I'm super proud of being part of it as a collaboration with my friend Harry. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel, Miami Plants. Go ahead and search it on YouTube, and obviously follow Art Garden Flowers on Instagram. You can see this has a history of the company, and any of the Aglaonema hybrids that you see here, you can actually order directly from Indonesia, and it will get shipped directly to your doorstep because Art Garden Flowers actually has a US broker, so you don't have to worry about any of the paperwork and import licensing, because they do the importing for you. There is a QR code. You can press the pause button and actually look at it and see the pricing of these beautiful plants. So again, thank you for tuning in, and we are going to go back to the main programming, which is the big box or plant shopping at today's Home Depot out in Garland, Texas. I do hope that you guys will support this project. So as you can see right here, we are about to walk into the garden center, and I love these Home Depots that actually have a separate, almost like greenhouse. So you'll see that there are many Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. We're going to get into that, but isn't this such a beautiful location? You can see that it's got high ceilings, a full window where you can get lots of bright indirect light, and all of the plants that are in this location are definitely living their best life because you are getting a lot of the bright indirect light here. So we're going to take a gander. We're going to take a look at some of these plants. You can see we've got some large foliage plants located at this Home Depot, and I am curious for those that are actually going out and shopping. Let me know what big box store plant finds you are finding. And if you are a local out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I am based out in North Dallas, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel, but make sure you are actually subscribed, but also have the all notifications bell on, because I am doing lots of big box store plant shopping videos throughout the week, and who knows what we'll find, like this right here. Look at this super full Aglaonema red Siam. My heart will always be with Aglaonema red Siam. Let's go ahead and rescue this though. So you can see that this has got a catch pot and there's a lot of water. Sometimes I'll do that. I'm that silly person where I'm like, okay, this plant is actually drowning. Let's go ahead and let the water flush out. At least we know that this Aglaonema has been thoroughly watered, but if I actually had the funds, I wouldn't even mind buying this Aglaonema here. This is for $19.98. Super full Aglaonema red Siam, and you already know Plant Foldies. That is the mascot of my plant channel, Grow Folds YouTube channel, is the Aglaonema red Siam. I just think it's very much so an easy to care for plant, beginner friendly plant, and it is another plant that I feel like every single viewer, every single person that comes across my plant content should add in your plant collection. It is a stunner, it is beautiful, and I absolutely adore it. So as you can see right over here, Plant Foldies, I'm just going to walk around and show you all of the large foliage plants. Let me know in the comment section what you think, but today's video is definitely exciting. You definitely want to watch till the very end because there was a huge plant find again, another rare plant find. I mean, I would say that Target definitely hit the bullseye by having Monstera mints available, and so we're gonna see if Home Depot will actually match that today. I think he will. Home Depot has some amazing plants. I mean, you can see right over here, we've got Epipremnum aureum neon pothos. That is my favorite pothos. For only $19.98, you can get a lush, full hanging basket. And that's the thing about going big box store plant shopping. I know some people have various opinions about whether you should go big box store plant shopping or you should only support local and small businesses. You already know, Plant Foldies, I am all about diversity and diversifying where you source your plants. So I would just say go where you feel like you are comfortable shopping. Don't let somebody dictate or make you feel a certain way. I do believe that we are entitled to have our own opinions, and also it is okay to not always agree with somebody's point of view as long as we are respecting each other and we are open to open dialogue. So that is my social media etiquette and just life etiquette message for today. I'm kind of putting that into a lot of my plant content just because I feel like, why not go ahead and utilize social media as a force for good, utilize it to where we can actually have positive messages that actually make us think a little bit more so you will hear me be a little bit more chatty. And I know some of you guys may have some strong opinions about me being very chatty. I know that I've been given feedback before where like, Richie, you are too talkative, too repetitive, etc., etc. Here is my message for you. That's okay if you feel that way, but I am definitely going to manage my social media and YouTube channel the way I feel like it is appropriate, and that is me being my most authentic self. So anyways, as you can see right here, Plant Foldies, this is the exciting part. I love Proven Winners Leafjoy plants. Let me repeat, I love Proven Winners Leafjoy plants. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with me, if you love Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. These are the Proven Winner Littles. This is the Proven Winner Leafjoy Littles. These ones are so valuable and cost effective. $5.98. You get a beautiful variegated Peperomia obtusa Folia. This is, I think, sweet and sour. I do have to say Proven Winners has some really interesting plant names for their plants. I love it. I can be down with it as long as Proven Winners Leafjoy continues to make it out into Home Depots. And, you know, there are a lot of new releases coming out from Proven Winners, and you will see that later on in this video. As you can see right here, Fittonia Jade. Look at how red and full these Fittonias are. Here's the thing, I see Fittonias often, all the time, whenever I go big box store shopping, whether it's Costa Farms plants or Proven Winners plants. I will say Proven Winners has a lot more hybrids in terms of their Fittonias. The thing about it is, I love the plant, but it just requires so much watering and care that I just would like to admire it while I'm going big box store plant shopping. Now, as far as Proven Winner Leafjoy, again, $5.98. You can actually pause this video and look at the QR code. I love that Proven Winners actually has plant care tips available for you. This is another beautiful Hoya, and for those that absolutely love Hoya, this one is a Hoya teacup anemone. That is a beautiful one for only $5.98. And if you ask my opinion, you are definitely saving money shopping if you go through Proven Winners plants, because the Proven Winners Leafjoy Littles is definitely budget friendly and cost effective. And when you think about how much Hoyas can cost, they can be actually quite expensive. And that's the reason why, you know, Proven Winners actually makes it more accessible for the general public to get access to these plants. And then here is another beautiful Fittonia hybrid right here. Absolutely love it. And you know, with Fittonias, again, I really love the red veining. This one is Fittonia Ruby Lime for $5.98. Hopefully you guys are also a fan of Proven Winners Littles and Proven Winners H2O bowls, which we will see. But let's go ahead and just continue to pick up these plants. Feel free to let me know in the comment section which ones you would buy. Do you own Proven Winners Leafjoy? And if you haven't already, let's support Proven Winners Leafjoy by following them also on Instagram and also their Facebook page. Let them know you are a plant foldie, because I really want all of these nurseries to feel our positive community presence. see there are so many selections of Hoyas, Phoetonias, different types of Proven Winners littles. I hope you guys like just the selection I picked up. Now we're going to be looking at some of these Proven Winners H2O bowls, and I really like these. These are plants that are just growing hydroponically or straight in water. These are for $29.98. So you can see this one is a Dracaena Janet Craig Compacta. Beautiful, very easy to care for plant. It's got a compact growth, and look at how deep the green foliage is. This is another plant that can tolerate lower light conditions, can tolerate drought conditions, and you can see that it's growing in water. But take a look at this. Oh my goodness, Aglaonema white Siam, or either white margin. This is my first time actually ever seeing this Aglaonema offered at a big box store like Home Depot. So kudos to Proven Winners. Again, Proven Winners Leafjoy H2O bowls, $29.98. I am so tempted to buy this. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, if I should buy this, because this is an uncommon Aglaonema, and look at how extensive the roots are. I currently own 3 Aglaonema from Proven Winners, and it's because they have the H2O bowls. I absolutely love it. Proven Winners, continue to please release more Aglaonema in H2O bowls. This one is stunning, although I have been spending quite a bit of money as of late. So I'm going to just put it out there, plant foldies. And some people are like, Richie, stop begging for super stickers. I'm not begging for super stickers. I am just simply letting you guys know that if you want to go send a monetary tip to a YouTube content creator like myself, there is an option called the super sticker or super thanks. Truthfully, I utilize those monetary tips or the super stickers, super thanks, or even the gifted YouTube membership tiers to make this channel a little bit more sustainable in terms of just paying for my gas money, some of the time I really invest in making this content. So feel free to do that. You might even be able to fund a little bit of my plant addiction. So let me know if you would like to do that. Just press the $ on the further right hand corner of your screen, and that would be amazing. But you know, jokes aside, it is just really nice to see these kind of new releases, especially from Proven Winners Leafjoy. And then you can just see right over here, they even had a Hoya Matilde, which is an uncommon Hoya, for only $5.98, and that is a huge bargain. So, you know, again, ways to save money whenever you are going shopping, especially when you are shopping at a big box store like Home Depot. Definitely invest in downloading the Home Depot app. Just like I mentioned with Target, they have the Target Circle app, which saves you a lot of money. Most big box stores will have those digital coupons and savings, so definitely do that. But I am just really happy to see that Aglaonema white Siam or white margin. Let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, if I should buy that, if I should come back to buy it. And now we're just going to go ahead and walk around and look at some more of these large foliage plants right over here. This is a Tomathophyllum, and this one can get some really large sizes as well. Depot to go big box store plant shopping because you can find some really good deals in terms of the plant pricing. So if you really like Hoyas, for instance, you can get a Hoya carnosa here for $19.98. This one is a nicely variegated one, and you know, with Hoyas, they do need bright indirect light. So I made the mistake of actually putting a Hoya where it got a little bit more sun than it necessarily needed, and so it ended up actually bleaching the leaves. Some people are into the I suppose sun stress look, but for me, I think just bright indirect light works best for Hoyas. And then you can see right here, this is an Epipremnum aureum, or what you call a golden pothos, $19.98. And what I really do like about pothos plants is that they are very consistent growers. You don't have to really worry about them as much. I will say if you let them dry out too long, they end up actually drooping and then they start getting leggy. So you do want to make sure that you don't let it dry out for too long, although they can tolerate some drought conditions. What I like about pothos plants, as I mentioned in a lot of my videos, is just the easy care. It is a beginner friendly plant. It is a classic plant, and as I pan away from here, you can just see how vastly full this particular Home Depot is, and I love that about this Home Depot. This one is for $12.98. This is an Alocasia California, and I do like the veining and the very round, robust leaves that this Alocasia has. The only problem I have with this Alocasia is, you guessed it, it is very much so spider mite prone. So if you are looking for a plant that is gonna be easy care, I wouldn't necessarily recommend growing Alocasias. And I know some people have told me that I'm just giving a little bit too much negativity toward Aglaonema, Alocasia, but actually it's just from my personal experience. So every time I give you my insights when it comes to plant care and just taking care of plants, just remember that it's not necessarily universal. Some people have a better way of growing certain plants than others, and for me, just Alocasia don't work well for me. $18.98. Look at this beautiful bromeliad. And I was actually watching another content creator by the name of Sean of Only Plants, and he's actually from Indonesia, and he did a feature of a Filipino hybridizer that grows I keep saying Aglaonema. You can tell that I am all about Aglaonema, but bromeliads, and I thought that was really interesting. I do like seeing that type of content as well. And you know, for the plant foldies that continue to tune into my videos, I am just thankful that you guys like watching big box or plant shopping videos. And for this week, I'm really going to focus on getting you a lot of new big box store content. But as I continue to pivot and get more plant content out there, I definitely want to feature some growers that hybridize plants. If you didn't get to see my Caleb's Tropicals Anthurium Houseplant tour, definitely check that out. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and pan over some plant products. So I may not be an official affiliate of like Super Thrive or Miracle Grow fertilizer. I do also recommend these, however, because they are consistent for me in terms of just supplementing my plants with some additional nutrients. And then you can see they also have Vigoro fertilizer and of course Osmocote. Now I don't have any more Osmocote on hand, but what you can do is actually mix a little bit of Osmocote into your soil substrate, and it will consistently feed your plants with each watering, which I actually really like, because who doesn't like to give the best nutrients for your plants? And then Miracle Grow, and I know some people may not be into Miracle Grow, but for me, this one is only for $11.97. Very, very good price for fertilizer. And I also use the Garden Feeder by Miracle Grow. It's a really good fertilizer. It's handheld. I'm able to pretty much fertilize all of my plants on a daily basis, and it mixes the fertilizer. And so I still have quite a bit of warm weather out in North Dallas, so I'm just capitalizing each day I can possibly grow my plants outdoors, because I find that growing plants outdoors is so much easier than growing them indoors. Trust me, if anything, it's just because the watering doesn't require nearly as much as, say, other, plants if you grow them indoors. So I really like that, and I also just love the fact that it's just easy. Just easy to take a hose and water the plants. And that's basically why I like growing these plants outdoors. So as you can see right here, we do have some more large foliage plants, and you can see that we have a ZZ plant, and then we also have some Aglaonema. Really like the look of that as well. And so we're gonna see what other Aglaonema we can get out of this one right here. This one is an Aglaonema Golden Bay, and this one is only for $29.98. Really love the look of this one, and you can see how variegated, or at least the coloration of it is. Really like that, and you can see the white stems it has as well. So I am a huge fan of it. And then you can just see right here, I placed it on a little podium so you can see what it looks like in terms of just the size of the plant. Beautiful Aglaonema Silver Bay, and Aglaonema Silver Bay for only $29.98. Look at how ginormous this plant is. That is a really good plant price. That's a really good value. And again, if you're looking for budget-friendly plant pricing, Home Depot is where it's at in terms of, say, Aglaonema. While Aglaonema Silver Bay is definitely a common plant, and it is a large plant, so if you don't have the space, I don't always say you should get it, but if you are looking for a statement piece plant that is low maintenance, house plant, easy care, that would make a perfect home decor centerpiece, I would definitely consider buying this. I actually would have bought this Aglaonema as well if I already didn't have like 3 Aglaonema Silver Bays, but that is, you know, the plight of somebody that is addicted to growing Aglaonema. And you know, it's one of those things where I just go off and on in terms of whether I should buy the Aglaonema, whether I shouldn't. So I would rather just have an Aglaonema addiction rather than to just chase after all of those rare variegated plants. I know that a lot of people were going crazy over the Monstera Mint, for instance, but it depends really on the plant pricing. And as you can see right here, we do have some more pothos plants, and my favorite type of pothos is the neon pothos. This one is for $19.98. It's a very healthy looking one. The more bright indirect light you give it, the better the neon coloration is going to remain, and it is a pretty vigorous grower. And that's the thing about these plants is, you know, vigorous growth is key. And for me, this is one that I definitely wouldn't want to just overlook. I would say if you're looking for a pothos plant, at least get the neon pothos, maybe a golden pothos, but the neon pothos would be my #1 choice. It's very easy to propagate. So as it starts to trail, you can take a cutting of a vine and take several 1 leaf, 1 node cuttings, put it in water. In about a week, you should be getting roots. So that's another way to grow your collection, is just through plant propagation. That is another way, as I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, is where you can actually save money because you can propagate and get free plants. Over here is a polka dot plant for $7.98, and we're just going to go ahead and pick up some more of these value price plants at Home Depot, and then we're going to go back to looking at all of those Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. That's really the main intent of today's video, but of course I like to feature all of the you know, budget-friendly plants. Like this one is for $7.98, another Hoya carnosa. Plants, but I do like that they have some healthy looking Venus flytraps. And then let's take a look at some of these succulents and cactus arrangements. So you've got this one right over here. I do like the planters that they are currently in, and I did want to pick up some of these low light succulents and cactus. So these are a bunch of fancy aloe vera plants, and supposedly these are low light, you know, tolerant. So this one is definitely an easy care one, and look at the aesthetic of this planter here. I love it. Even if it does have some of the texture, I do like the matte finish. I do like the fact that it's got a neutral color, and if you pick up this one right over here, we have another one as well, and I just love the look of it. It's easy to care for, low water use, great for low light environment. So I do like the series of this plant right here, and you know, I might even consider getting like a little shelf with several of these. You know, these smaller plant varieties, or at least in that size, it's really manageable, and that's another reason why I like to grow those particular plants, because it is easy to manage the care. So as far as these low light tolerant plants, let me know in the comment section what you think and whether you would actually buy it. And you can see right there, that is the plant price. This one is a really cool looking aloe vera. I don't know if you guys actually grow aloe vera, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and continue to pick up these plants. Again, in terms of just my houseplant big box store adventures, I would suppose some of the times I'm just going to give you a little bit of commentary, and sometimes I'm going to give you a lot of commentary. And right now I'm just going to go ahead and pick up these plants. Feel free to admire them. Let me know if you would buy them, and let's continue on with this big box or plant shopping video. Fabulous plants. Absolutely love the look of those low light tolerant succulents, and that just doesn't sound right to me, because when I think of succulent plants, I just think that they always need bright light. But alas, you are always learning something whenever you are going out and shopping for plants. Here we go again, and now we're going to be looking at some more Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. Let's see what kind of plant finds we will find. You can just see that they've got several of these H2O bowls, and then let's take a look at this. So we've got a beautiful philodendron birkin in a H2O bowl. This one is for $29.98, and I really love Proven Winners Leafjoy H2O bowls. $29.98. Now, if I had the budget, I would definitely buy more of these plants, because with them growing in water, you literally don't have to worry about having to water them, because they are pretty much self-watering. You just have to change the water. Now, if anybody has any plant products in terms of like plant nutrient solution, you can just like put a couple of drops in for something that's growing in water. Please let me know in the comments section, because I am trying to simplify the plant care in terms of getting some of my plants to grow hydroponically. That's something that I definitely want to delve into. And then you can even see right over here, we've got another beautiful Dracaena. And you know, with Dracaenas, you don't necessarily have to grow them in hydroponics, because they are so drought tolerant as well. And look at this. This is what I was talking about. So plant foldies, this is another rare plant find. And I only say rare because how often do you really see Anthurium hybrids at a big box store? I repeat, Anthurium hybrids at a big box store for $29.98. Look at those roots. They look super healthy. And look at this Anthurium for $29.98. Proven Winners Leafjoy H2O bowls that feature these gorgeous Anthuriums. And if you look closely, and we're going to look at some of the other ones, it looks like they are even variegated. So a variegated Anthurium hybrid plant find at a big box store called Home Depot. So I am now torn between buying an Anthurium versus an Aglaonema. But I mean, look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. And I will tell you, the reason why I am even considering growing Anthuriums is because I visited my friend Caleb of Caleb's Tropicals, and he really taught me a lot about plants. And I really think that is the reason why certain people get into plants, is because when there is a little bit more knowledge, when you understand the plant, when you can appreciate the aesthetics of the plant, and just the care that's put into it, you're more than likely going to be interested in the plant. It's kind of like us in Aglaonemas, or at least for the plant foldies that have been following my YouTube channel for a while. But yes, look at these Anthuriums. If you were at this Home Depot right now, would you think that $29.98 is a good asking price? Feel free to leave in the comments section below. I do want to know your input as I continue to pick up some of these plants that are still growing in H2O bowls by Proven Winners Leafjoy. And shout out to Proven Winners. I love your plants. And if you ever get into my plant shopping videos or ever see it, just know that my community, the plant foldie community, I really appreciate you making these plants accessible. I mean, look at this. Look at this Anthurium. Now, for those that are a little bit more in tune with Anthuriums, let me know what you think this cross is for this Anthurium. But you'll notice that every single one is different. And you know, as far as Anthuriums, just like I learned from Caleb of Caleb's Tropicals, if you haven't watched his YouTube houseplant tour, it is on my channel. It will actually pop up as an end screen video at the very end of the screen. You can click on that, but definitely watch it and you will understand why, or at least for me, I understand why people love Anthuriums. Now, this is another beautiful Dracaena. This is some type of tricolored Dracaena growing hydroponically, but I mean, look at that Anthurium on the left. Like, I cannot stop being excited about the Anthuriums. And call me silly, call me crazy, call me a little bit overzealous when it comes to the plants, but truthfully, I do understand why houseplants such as Anthurium hybrids are the rage. They are super beautiful. I do like the satin matte finishes that they have. They have a nice metallic look, and this one right here, look at that. What do you think in the comments section about this one? And it looks like it is a little bit variegated. So yeah, I am torn between two lovers. Which one should I buy? The Aglaonema white margin, or should I buy this gorgeous Aglaonema? Look at, you can see a little bit more variegation. My hope is if I show this video and maybe some local plant foldies, those that live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area may come and visit and buy up these Anthuriums. It would be very sad to see these Anthuriums go to waste because they are a good size. I would say these are really good size for $29.98. Let me know in the comment section if you think that is, because I absolutely think that that is such a good price. And I hope that you guys would actually consider growing these in your space. So for those that live out in the Dallas-Fort Worth market, go ahead and go to the Home Depot off of White Rock Lake in Garland, Texas. It is off of Garland Road, and you will see this Home Depot. Maybe somebody will see it and buy it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just buy this Anthurium. I know I wanna hashtag popularize Aglaonema, and I know that by buying another Anthurium, I'm probably feeding onto the Anthurium craze, but it's such a good price. And I will say for, you know, Proven Winners Leafjoy series, Proven Winners plants, they are fabulous in the fact that they are releasing plants that not a lot of plant nurseries are releasing in big box stores. And, you know, my advice is for any major nursery that is going to be competitive or grow plants to sell at a big box store, find a plant that hasn't necessarily been acquired or readily available and go ahead and release it for the general public. I think that by creating your own trends, aka releasing so many different Aglaonema hybrids, hence also Anthurium hybrids, that you would actually get more sales that way. But yeah, so let me know in the comment section, plant foldies, what you think about this particular plant right there. And obviously we have some Dracaenas right over here. They're gorgeous as well. by getting a lot of these plants readily available for the general public, because Proven Winners Leafjoy plants are definitely budget friendly. I definitely think that we should pretty much patronize these beautiful plants. Now, let me know in the comment section if you agree, but for me, it's definitely a win to be able to find these plants readily available and accessible. So that's just my opinion. And I think for more Proven Winners discoveries, I think that that's something that we need to be looking out for. So I'm curious if anybody else has found any more cool budget friendly plants such as Proven Winner Leafjoy plants at their Home Depot. Like we just found another gorgeous one right over here. This is another gorgeous Aglaonema, and I don't know, plant foldies, I am really torn about whether I should buy this Aglaonema white margin or should I buy the Anthurium Hybrid as a Proven Winners Leafjoy H2O bowl. This one is stunning, and this would be another Aglaonema that is new to my collection in terms of just growing hydroponically. I know that I feel like I'm betraying Aglaonema slightly because I am not choosing this one, but I really do think that buying the Anthurium is going to be a better, pick for me. And you can see there are two Aglaonema white margins for $29.98. Let me know in the comment section again, plant foldies, which one you would choose. Would you buy the Aglaonema or the Anthurium? Needless to say, this goes to show that Proven Winners Leafjoy plants are house plants that are great to add in your plant collection. They are budget friendly, they are low maintenance, and they're very much so stylistic. So when you think about an aesthetic behind Proven Winners Leafjoy plants, it definitely fits the modern look. But in terms of even just how you grow them, the fact that they're growing them hydroponically or in straight water, that is a really unique way of presenting your plants. I don't know, let me know in the comment section. Again, I'm just very curious, but this is very much so a beautiful Aglaonema. I love the deep green with the white border around it. And we're gonna go ahead and compare this. Look at the roots too. They're extensive and super healthy. I just wish I had more money to just spend on plants. But when you think about it, if you're spending, an average of $30 to $60 on plants, and you think about that even on a weekly basis, it really does add up. And this is the reason why, full transparency, plant foldies, I am working super hard to make some passive income through my big box store plant shopping videos. And again, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in and even just watching, because I am able to earn a little bit of passive income whenever you guys complete a full episode. So thank you for that. But you can see right here, the Anthurium on the right or the Aglaonema on the left. Please leave a comment. I'd like to see an open vote on which one you would buy. But how do you pass up the Anthurium? And then how do you pass up the Aglaonema? My heart is torn. I wish I could buy both, but alas, I don't really have the budget for it, but I just feel like I am missing out if I don't take the Anthurium. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and get the Anthurium, and I hope I don't upset any of the plant foldies for making that decision, but I am just gonna set this down right here, and I may come back to buy it. Just find out at the very end which plants I buy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to pick up some more of these Proven Winners Leafjoy littles. These ones are also for only $5.98. Here we are again looking at some gorgeous plants. So we're looking at these Proven Winner Leafjoy terrariums, and this one is open. These were normally, I think, $79.98. They are down to $49.98. So they are on sale. And what do you think of the lighting of all of these Proven Winner Leafjoy plants? This is the reason why I like shopping at these types of Home Depot or big box stores with the high open ceilings. You get some really nice natural light. So we're gonna go ahead again and keep picking up some of these Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. This is again for $5.98. And then for those that have made it this far into the video and you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up or press the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. I would really appreciate the support. And as you can see right here, this plant does need a little bit more hype and support. This is just the blooming Anthurium. So you know how I was going crazy over those Anthurium hybrids, the velvet textured leaves. These ones are the common ones you would find. And then we're just gonna spin around here again and look at Ficus benjamina. So these are all Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. Again, we've got the Ficus benjamina. This one is a variegated form. I like this, and I might actually end up creating another bonsai using that. So stay tuned for that. I'm actually gonna show you just a little clip of me and my affiliation with the Bonsai Supply. Plant foldies, I am super excited to finally show you my unboxing of the bonsai supplies that I received a generous amount from the Bonsai Supply store. This is a company that is based out in Houston, Texas. I have been using the Bonsai Supply soil for many years now. I used to buy it off of Amazon, but you can actually buy this directly from the bonsaisupply.com. And you can see right here, this is their all-purpose, fast-draining soil that you can utilize for your bonsai. And for those that don't know, the bonsai is the art of growing beautiful miniature trees, and it is one that takes so much dedication. It is definitely creating living works of art. And in order to make living works of art, you really have to have premium soil and supplies. And I am just super excited that the Bonsai Supply company sent me this package of all of the supplies that I have used for many years. So you can see right here, I am struggling to unbox this. This is the organic, slow release, all-purpose fertilizer that is also made and sourced out in the United States. So all of their supplies in terms of just the soils and their fertilizers are sourced out and created in the United States. You can see right here, it is a gentle organic fertilizer, and it is all purpose, so you can utilize it for a lot of your plants. Here's the thing about the Bonsai Supply soil. It is definitely a complete soil. It is one that you can utilize as well for your succulents and cactus. So if you don't necessarily grow bonsai, you can actually utilize their soils because it is fast draining. So it's really good for even your succulents, your cactus, and your sansevieria, any type of plant that just needs fast draining soil. You can see that the Bonsai Supply has also sent me different types of wire gauges, as well as their other fertilizer right over here. You can see that this one is the non-organic fertilizer. So you have different choices, and all of these products you can find on the bonsaisupply.com or bonsaisupply.com. I do have an affiliate link for that. That is going to be in all of my descriptions for my YouTube videos. And I'm just really excited to be able to finally show you all of the amazing products that I received from Bonsai Supply. You can see right over here, this one is the black lava rock. So you can utilize these types of soils to amend your soil. So say you need to make your all-purpose soil a little bit more fast draining, you can utilize a lot of these soil amendments for it. So you can see that I've got 3 different types of soils. I am going to be using the all-purpose mixture that they already have on the very left, and I am so thankful that they even sent me other supplies such as this potting mat and Just Know plant foldies that I will utilize in another video, a demonstration of using all of their supplies. So I just wanted to show you guys what types of supplies I got from Bonsai Supply. Super excited that I met the owners when I was actually at PlantCon Houston 2025, and I'm just so thankful and honored that they chose me to be one of their affiliates to actually promote and share their products. I mean, you can see right here, we've got some stainless steel scissors, and what I like about the Bonsai Supply supplies that I've received in the past couple of years, aside from just getting this really generous package, is the fact that these soils do work. You can utilize it for a lot of your plants. You don't really have to worry about root rot. It is just fast draining, and I love the fact that all of the ingredients that they use is sourced from the United States. This is made in the USA, and we definitely want to support American products. This is an American company, and I just love the fact that the owners and the company really trusted me to show you all of these soils. So if you are interested in utilizing Bonsai Supply soils, please utilize my promo code for 10% off any of the supplies on your orders. Just use the promo code GROWFOLDS. It's just one word when you check out, and you will receive 10% off your entire order for these supplies. These are high quality supplies. This is some of the best bonsai supplies you can utilize, and this is just great products to use for a lot of your plants in general. So I urge everybody to follow the Bonsai Supply on Instagram and shop today. And special thanks to the Bonsai Supply again for just trusting me with their products and just really trying to promote them. I've been using their products for several years now for my bonsai creations, which I will eventually share again on my YouTube channel. But as we continue on this big box store plant shopping video, hopefully you guys are finding this relaxing looking at these gorgeous plants. You can see right here, this is the Syngonium milk confetti, also known as champagne rain, according to Proven Winners Leafjoy Littles. This one again is only for $5.98, and I really like the Syngoniums that Proven Winners is releasing. This one is Cupid's Quiver. Look at how beautiful that is as well. I love the deep pink tone it has. And if you're into pink plants, this Syngonium is for you, and it is really a good price for only $5.98. And that's what makes, Proven Winners Leafjoy plants, accessible, fun. You would want to start your collection that way. And I would even recommend buying the Proven Winners Leafjoy Littles because they come in 3.5-inch planters, and you are able to get them at a really good cost-effective plant price. And then as I pin around here, you can see that we've got a Philadelphia philodendron Belitier. This one is for $19.98. Beautiful philodendron. I love the white stems and petioles, and I love the narrow shaped leaves. I would love to get a variegated version of a Belitier, but alas, it is still a little bit pricey. And you know, when it comes down to all of these plants right here, we want to see if you can actually find them at a lower cost, or at least that's what I'm trying to do with my plant collection. We'll see how that all pans out, but for now, I am just happy that we have different philodendrons and different types of houseplants that are accessible to the general public. It is all about trying to get more of these plants readily available for us. So we'll see. It depends on where you find these plants. Sometimes you can find them at a really good cost. Sometimes you can even get them at a better cost if they are on sale. I've seen, like, for instance, this philodendron Ring of Fire. It's normally $19.98, but I've even seen it where I walk into a Home Depot and they have these plants on sale for like 50% off. So if you ever have time and you want to relax, you don't necessarily have to buy plants, but I would even recommend just shopping around and checking out these big box stores like Home Depot. I know that, you know, I utilize a lot of my big box or plant shopping videos as almost like a daily routine where I practice mindfulness. Yes, I am going over and doing a voiceover, but when I'm actually filming the plant, I'm just kind of focusing. I'm just picking up plants. I don't really have an intentional like cinematography. I just kind of take you alongside with me from my point of view as if you were walking around picking up plants as well. So with that being said, we're just going to continue to explore all of these Proven Winner Leafjoy plants. This one is a philodendron squamiferum. I really love the fuzzy petioles, and this one again is only for $29.98. Super lush and full, and it looks like it's already getting some mature leaves. This particular philodendron definitely needs a moss pole or totem pole for it to grow. And then you can see right here, this is a philodendron atapoense. This is another philodendron I really like. It is a very slow growing philodendron, but look at the narrow leaves. I think this is stunning, and I love the undersides of it being purple as well. Leafjoy plants at this particular Home Depot, but I did want to talk a little bit about home decor options. And so I think planters definitely elevate the look of your plant. It definitely changes the aesthetic or mood of your plant. For me, terracotta planters, I mean, take a look at this one. This one has a scratch bevel on it. And then we also have more options to pick from. But as I look around here, show you some of these Proven Winner plants. We've got different types of terrariums, different types of plants that you may not always see at a big box store, but when Proven Winners Leafjoy actually releases plants, they have so many varieties to pick from. I love the fact that they are healthy, and I did not expect this. This just makes it even tough for me to buy the Anthurium, because look at this. This is another Aglaonema variety, and you can see that it is also growing hydroponically. Look at this. So this looks different because it's got a narrow leaf that's splashy. So it almost looks like the Aglaonema Moonlight Bay, but the Moonlight Bay has a larger leaf. It's wider. This one is a more narrow form, and I don't know, plant foldies, this makes it really hard for me because I love Aglaonema. You already know, plant foldies, that I love Aglaonema. I want to collect every single variety of Aglaonema, but for today, and I think it's because I did that houseplant tour with my friend Caleb of Caleb's Tropicals, I do have a love for Anthuriums. It doesn't mean that I'm going to replace Aglaonemas, but this just makes it a lot tougher for me in terms of just, should I add more Aglaonema to my plant collection? I am now thinking I probably should have bought this Aglaonema because it's definitely unique, and the green varieties are so much easier to manage versus the colorful varieties. One thing I will say about Aglaonemas is sometimes their stems can develop rot to where it just rots at the base, and so you really don't want to overwater your Aglaonema, but at the same time you don't want to underwater them for a long time because they can get dry rot. But yeah, that is another Aglaonema. I don't know the plant ID. I hope that Proven Winners can actually provide all of the different varieties of H2O bowl Aglaonemas, because this one is definitely a stunning piece, one that I wish I could have afforded. $29.98. So again, plant foldies, what are you waiting for? If you guys want to drop a super sticker or a super thanks, it definitely would fund this. And I mean, look at the roots. It is amazing. I guess I just need to hustle and bustle, because it looks like there might be two different types of Aglaonema in this bowl. There might be that one that has a splashy leaves, and then an Aglaonema stripes. Let me know again in the comment section, plant foldies, if you would buy this one. I was surprised to find two different varieties of Aglaonema from Proven Winners Leafjoy. So let's just admire this. For those that are wondering, the track that was just playing with the piano is called Nutrients by my friend Jordan. Again, my friend Jordan is actually having a little bit of trouble with his dog that desperately needs surgery. So again, if you are willing to support him, he does have a GoFundMe. Just check my Instagram page for the link for that. But anyways, plant foldies, look at how beautiful these Proven Winner Leafjoy plants are. I mean, this is another Home Depot that is super lush and full, and you can even just see the different types of philodendron they have. That's a philodendron Florida bronze. Love that as well. That is one philodendron that definitely needs bright indirect light for it to really maintain that brownish chocolate tone. Beautiful plant. And then we also have another philodendron, Pluto, right next to it, the serrated philodendron. But as you guys can see, I'm just going to spin around here and show you a little bit more of the plants that they have available by Proven Winners Leafjoy. It has been an amazing big box or plant shopping video today. day, or at least I've had a lot of fun just walking around and picking up the plants. I am really partial to Proven Winners Leafjoy because they do offer different types of plants, like this $5.98. Now I know this is an uncommon Hoya. It's got a really nice silver tone around it. I don't know the plant ID for it, but $5.98. I would dub Proven Winners Leafjoy series as having the most diverse selection of Hoyas. So continue to push out Hoyas, continue to push out some Aglaonemas, and I am in love with the Anthuriums that they've been pushing out. Now this one right here, I've already tried to grow this plant. I really can't say the plant ID. Even growing it outdoors, it just didn't do well for me, and so I'm not sure how to grow this plant. So it's a very challenging plant. It's a plant that is beautiful, but it's one that I don't think I could grow again in my plant collection. It was really beautiful. It was called a Silver Induk by Costa Farms, Trending Tropicals plant. And then as I wrap up this video, I'm just going to show you a couple more of these Proven Winner plants. We've got so many different varieties. We've got Alocasia, we've got Ficus benjamina, we've got ficus plants, Aglaonema, philodendron, all of these plants that we could always add into our spaces. And if you haven't already, definitely check out the Proven Winners website to see more of the types of plants that they have. They have different types of collections depending on, say, the lighting conditions, the humidity levels of your space, to where you can actually curate your plant collection based on the collection that they have created for you. This one is a Ficus elastica burgundy, ruby. That's a beautiful one. And yeah, plant foldies. What did you guys think of today's big box store plant shopping video? Are you guys excited? Because in 2 weeks, PlantCon 2025 in Dallas, Texas will be happening. I will be actually attending that and getting you guys hours and hours of coverage. And, you know, as far as big box store videos this week, I am going to have a couple of brand new ones. So stay tuned for that. And right after this video, please make sure you are going to Instagram at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time after this video premiere. Definitely go to Instagram, my Instagram, because I will be doing a live selling event for PlantCon 2025 Art Garden Flowers plants. That is my friend Riki's nursery out in Indonesia. You are able to get these plants free shipping to PlantCon for pickup, or you can get it shipped directly to your doorstep. So go to Instagram right after this live premiere. It starts at 8:30 p.m. and consider joining my YouTube membership tier as well. My name is Richie at Growfolds. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel with all the notification bell on. Click on the videos that are popping up on the screen. I'll see you on the next one.